I'm back. Everyone, listening, I'm back with another video. Today, I'm going to talk about the Clone Wars and how much the Clone Wars redeemed the prequel trilogy for me. Long time no see. I can't believe. Am I back? I might leave for another 6 months. I don't know. I might be making new videos every day now. I don't know. But I really wanted to make this video because in 2020 when the pandemic started, I didn't have anything to watch, and Mando was coming out. I think Mando season 1 already had came out by that point, and I wanted to watch something, so I decided to watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars right here on my show, and I just fell in love with the show. It was like, season 1. So I watched the movie first. The movie, but season 1 was good. Season 2 was great. And then once we got to season 3 and then 4, with like these separate different like arcs, where like each like 3 or 4 episodes we would spend like 3 or 4 episodes with a specific characters or set of characters on a planet or this like whole story, and it was just great. Clone Wars is, to me, the best Star Wars show that we've gone so far. And don't get me wrong, I love Mando. Boba Fett was great. Rebels was also great, but like Clone Wars, man, it took all the bad things from the prequels and just made them even good, and it added so much more like nuance to the prequel trilogy. And I know that like for me, the prequels, growing up with the prequels, like I grew up with people like saying, "Oh, it's the worst thing ever. It's trash. It's this and that." And we actually went to go watch it for the first time. I think 3 years ago now. I think I watched maybe 4 or 5 years. But when the first time I watched it, I thought they were like fine. They weren't trash. They weren't horrible. They weren't the worst movies ever made. Maybe because I had them built up in my mind that they were just so utterly trash, but they weren't. And maybe that had to do with why I love the Clone Wars so much. And I know a lot of people probably prefer Rebels over Clone Wars, but like, I don't know why, man. Clone Wars are just great. Like, you have so many like different aspects of Star Wars all like put together, and like it just made the prequels and the prequel era just so much cooler to me. They fleshed out so many stuff that went kind of unsaid in the prequels. They added so many new characters like Cad Bane, characters that we saw in the prequels, like Plo Koon or Kit Fisto sometimes. I wouldn't be remiss in asking, like, Ahsoka Tano, she's basically the main character of the entire show. Like, here she is right there. Like, she's my favorite Star Wars character, like, ever, because of that show. That show was, like, so great. She was, like, the coolest, like, person on the show. And, like, the fact that they were able to make me love a character so much from like an era that everyone despises. I think that's alone is a triumph. Maybe some people may not agree with me, but like Ahsoka's just so cool, man. I'm so happy she's in live action now, and I hope we get to see more of her. And hopefully Ahsoka, the TV show, gets those Clone Wars flashbacks, bro. I would explode in so many different ways. But I'm not gonna lie. That would be the best thing that I could probably dream of, honestly. So anyways, after I finished Clone Wars, after I finished season 7, and season 7, like the final four parts of Clone Wars season 7 may be, no, they're probably the best thing Star Wars has ever made. Maybe other than the original trilogy, like those last 4 episodes were just so perfect, bro. I can't put it into words. They were so perfect. It was like like I rewatch it. That I rewatch out those 4 episodes on a yearly basis because they remind me of how much I just love Star Wars and that world. And I mean, even that final shot of the clone trooper with Vader in the middle, just walking, it's so poetic, like George Lucas would say. Star Wars made the fall of Anakin Skywalker and the whole thing with Obi-Wan and his whole like Palpatine manipulate Anakin to a point for him to get to turn to the dark side. Like watching Clone Wars makes Revenge of the Revenge of the Sith so much better. Like having the knowledge of Clone Wars, it just makes that so much better. It makes it so much more like depressing. Like oh no Anakin, why? You have all these people around. It's just like, oh, I may be sounding like I'm just rambling here. It's my first video, like what, 3 years now? But I just wanted to come out here to just completely share my love of this show. This is like, seriously, one of the greatest things Star Wars has ever produced. Dave Filoni is like one of the best people who have ever worked on Star Wars. He takes like George Lucas's ideas, because George Lucas worked on pretty much I think it was every episode of Clone Wars. George and Dave were working together on it. He just makes it better somehow. He just works his magic hands, and he writes an like amazing, beautiful story from it. And that's all I have to say for it. I said everything I wanted to around here. And if you've been watched this video for this long, I don't know why you did, but I just wanted to tell someone how much I freaking love this show, and how much this show makes the prequels even better that they ever would be. And I'm not saying the prequels are good. They are fine movies that if you want to watch, you can just put them on, and it's fine. They're fine movies. They're not horrible. They're not the best. They're not good. But I mean, Clone Wars makes it better than you would watch it without Clone Wars. So I mean, even now in like Mandalorian and like all this like post Return of the Jedi stuff, they're taking Clone Wars characters and finally we're able to put them in live action, like Bo-Katan, Ahsoka Tano, Cad Bane. Please watch it if you haven't already. Yeah, that's all I have for today's video. Maybe I'll make a new video. I don't know. But hope you like it, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one.